September was definitely full of changes. The beginning, I was still trying to have a good time, not having processed the fact that my colleagues are leaving for real because they have served their notice. And this was trying some yakiniku that I saw on Food King before. It was pretty okay, definitely not mind-blowing. The sound of sizzling meat is just so satisfying. I kid you not when I say I can eat a lot, because not only did we finish all that meat and a bowl of rice, we had to go for dessert as well, and finally got to try the waffles here. It's my favourite now. One Saturday on the 11th of September, I decided to take my mum out for a walk. Daughter duties, you know, because I realised that she's been so unhealthy, and then we spotted a chicken. The next day was a fashion disaster, but I went to watch a play at Wild Rice. It was quite an interesting play. Was it a date? Clearly not enjoying the ride. We had my favourite hot chocolate at the Dark Gallery. So hot chocolate on a Sunday, oh my gosh, it was very good. And then had Turkish food for dinner. This was just alright, but very filling. On 17th September, I was reminded that, oh my, it's been a year since I started lawyering, and wow, many things have changed, many people have come and gone. There's a reason why they gave us gin. They know that practice is painful, and I had it while doing work. I was super appreciative of this whole gesture and really like the nice food that they give us from time to time, even though the work is extremely overwhelming these days. At least they got one thing right, because I love cheese. 18th September, I had brunch with some old friends, okay, maybe old and young, but we are 3 years apart. Yeah, it was like a private dining experience because everyone was afraid of COVID and it was morning, so we practically had the whole space to ourselves. The food was also surprisingly delightful, better than we expected.
This is one of creativity. It's creativity. You can put together original. Hi Jen. Hi.
This was Communal Cafe, and then I took a walk with my friend to Windowsill Pies because I wanted to get pies from my secretary whose birthday had just passed that week. I was going to surprise her on Monday, but guess what? I couldn't find an ART test kit, and then I couldn't go to office, so I couldn't surprise her. But then guess what again? She lives in the exact same area as me. Side note, their pecan pie is the best, I think. Same Saturday, I went to do my facial and also bought this winter melon mousse drink home, which was quite nice. Yay, finally went to deliver the pies to my secretary. Thankfully, she lives in the same area. That Monday was the Monday before Mid-Autumn Festival, and we caught the round moon. Even though it doesn't really look round on camera, but it was really quite round. And there were all these beautiful glass pieces on display at Gardens by the Bay. I think this was one of my favorites. So artsy-fartsy, right? No, I don't really know how difficult it is to create all these pieces. I think I generally appreciate things that I have attempted doing, but I guess art is not my forte, so never. But they are really quite pretty, right? To me, they all look like fruit baskets or Chinese fans. Guess what this is? It's supposed to be the blazing sun, and right at the back you see that blue dot, it's the moon. This looks like spikes from hell, you know, the things that people impale others with, and this is like snakes, I don't know. Oh, but this was my favorite outdoor display. Also introduced my friend to my second favorite stick place, and wow, this stick is as good as I remembered it to be. Good days end with dessert as usual, and this ball of durian was yums. The next day I decided to try Al Azhar, and their food is so sinfully good. This was right before Bible study. Also, let me show you guys my new hobby, popping corn. That's what I do when work gets really boring.
You like first time see pop.
The government was too efficient, and I got my ART test kit, so I couldn't hide at home any longer and had to make my way to office. Thankfully, I got to have a good lunch and a good catch up with my Part B law friend, and also got my matcha latte fix. Going to office looks quite fun, right? At least when you get good food. And sure, it was good food again the next day because we had lunch at this African restaurant that serves really African food. I've never tried African food before, but the whole ambience was very pretty and the bill was astonishing. I think we spent about $40 each. I think if you ever come here, just get their coconut rice. It's so fragrant, and the pork belly is very tender, and goat curry, and also try out their dessert, which was a chocolate dome.
Oh, it looks super good. Nothing's happening, yo.
Oh.
Okay. Okay, can I look at this?
Maybe take out the
Must zoom.
After a long day at work, or was it more like a long lunch at work, got my hair fixed. And before I knew it, I was up bright and early on a Friday morning to go on a morning hike with my cellmates or church mates. Guess who among us are a couple and who among us are the third and fourth wheelers? So cute and sweet these two people. She even made him breakfast. Pro tip, if you ever need banana leaves, don't need to buy, just come to Dairy Farm. They even supposed to have durians, you know, but I didn't see any. I wish there were really durians on the floor for me to pick. And the hike looks quite easy, right? So far it's the easy part. Monkeys were certainly everywhere. It's really their territory, and you step into their house, you make sure you do your trace together, take your temperature and all. Now the fun part begins. I think this was the funnest part of the whole hike. It's definitely not a dangerous or difficult hike, it's just wet and a bit muddy because I think it rained the previous day. I would probably classify this as a stroll in the woods because it's not really a hike and there's not much climbing involved. My goal is to keep my shoes clean. Yeah, go soon.
How did where did you do that? The plank My most is just fall in the thing.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, just take your time. Don't rush. I think it's only tricky because we are trying to keep our shoes clean. There's nothing.
It's not muddy as well. So there's like no better option.
There's no danger element except for the mud. We suddenly had some spiritual inspiration from this branch and the vine. You know, like how Jesus said he's the vine and we are the branches. Also spotted this really giant lizard. Well, it's not very uncommon. There's a lot of it in Pasir Ris as well. Because the stroll and the woods was so manageable, we decided that we should visit the quarry as well. As long as they're not legal quarries. Low-level jokes aside, but yeah, I told you about the monkeys, right? They were at every corner. So if you're afraid of monkeys, I don't know what to suggest to you. Maybe don't go, or bring along a partner you really want to hold on to. They were quite harmless, I must say. I think they've gotten used to seeing humans around, so I don't think there's much of a danger. Avoid eye contact for sure. If you're super scared, just walk right by and don't disturb, don't make fun, poke fun, or try to attract their attention. This is the side of the quarry with no water body. It was extremely hot, but we were discussing that this would have been a nice place for a picnic if maybe it was a little cooler or maybe in the evening. On our way out, we spotted a mummy monkey with a babe.
Okay, just stop walking. Don't step on the long tail.
Yeah.
Is it what? Make more trouble, is it?
Here we described this place as nice, and after that nice got overused, so we decided that we had to improve our vocab by using words other than nice. Soon after, it became a game of not using the word nice to describe this place. It was serene, wonderful, peaceful. I don't know, what other words can you use to describe this place?
Just like the branch.
Oh, is it a crocodile's eye? No lah. Branch lah, branch.
Actually looks like the one that we
Somebody's hungry.
That's good. Stay hungry.
Oh god.
And more food.
She has such nice hair, by the way, so long and silky. Guess which bird this self-proclaimed bird watcher was trying to imitate. We didn't get cai fan even though we were listening to the cai fan song. We got some very yummy green bowls from Kara Cafe, super impromptu, and I think the meal was quite nice. I really enjoyed their drink as well and the tea. Everybody looks so happy. Fellowship is always so refreshing. This was part 2 of the fellowship. Ice cream with Jen. Wanted to get chucha, but somehow something went wrong with our voucher, so merely was our impromptu plan B, and who can say no to ice cream? I think the caffeine from the matcha latte we had at Kara Cafe fueled me too much, and I had to burn off some of the caffeine. The next day, on a Saturday, on 25th of September, I took a rest for the whole day and had dinner at night at this Sri Lankan restaurant. What's with all this exotic food recently? This is the egg hopper, which is quite a unique dish. I think everyone should just give it a try. Only my mom would do this. Who thinks that flowers grow on soil? Shout out to my favourite Christian YouTubers. Yeah, I watch them with popcorn. Go watch Chad and Tori, they're such great role models. And on Monday I was still on leave, but it was a very rainy day. I had big fish and small fish, wanted to explore the last kampong, but because of the rain our plans changed, and then we watched Netflix till it was dinner time. Super funny, so we ended up just eating the whole day and just chilling, Netflix and chill. I want to watch more Squid Game, but so busy. Yeah, I also bought this Nonya Jang and Kueh Salad from Kim Chu Kueh. They were so addictive. My sister and I finished it the next day. Are you more of a bajang or Nonya Jang person? You know what this means, right? It just means that work was really tough. I must say that September ended and October started on a really good note. Hi Jen, are you ready for the run? The tongue.
You look like you just got ran over by a bus.
Who's the boss? That was a reenactment of what my boss said to us over our last meeting, which I shall elaborate on in the next video, because a lot of exciting things have happened at work. But in the meantime, we were on our way to Changi Village. It's amazing what a companion can do. We wouldn't have been able to finish this whole distance without each other.
So we finally made it!
Are we dead?
No, we are alive. Actually, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm wearing this thing that I cannot disgrace the country. It's not
I
wearing...
wear a Christian fellowship. I cannot disgrace God.
Yeah. But God also never say you must run.
Yeah, he never.
But he did say once you start something, you have to finish it. Okay, no.
Oh,
he
is
didn't say
it? Which bus is that?
that. Basically, we went to we went under the Kelong place.
Not even Kelong lah.
Actually, Kelong is like for fishing one, right?
Yeah lor, this is like some pot lor.
Okay, some port lah. They look like Kelong ah.
Okay, peace out.
Peace out, suckers. I'll go.
What? Life is a box of
Chocolates, you never know what you're gonna get. Hey, show your pocket bottle.
show.
Pocket bottle, show.
Pocket bottle. But mine is bigger than a pocket. Vanessa's pocket bottle is the real pocket bottle.
Yeah, look at mine. So cute. Like me.
Hey, must cheers. Across the...
Eh,
Cannot lah.
lame. Oh my god, finally sugar came back.
I like how Jen narrates everything for me so I don't have to say anything, but basically it was such a good time. We couldn't stop talking for 5 hours or 6 hours straight as usual and as always. I hope September has treated you well, and if not, I hope that October will be brighter.